So this is my red Beerus deck. Beerus the Furious Strike. So first let's go to the list. Obviously, one copy of the leader for King Vegeta and Little Vegeta. For Great Ape Son Goku. Saiyan Instincts. For Champa the Trickster. For Mach Speed Kaioken. For Further Destruction Champa. For Hidden Power E Supreme Kai. For Bodyguard Logic. For Intensifying Power Trunks. For Digging Deep Vegeta. For Heroic Duel Videl. Yes, Super Combo. Master Roshi, Martial Expert. The Sparking 5-1. 2 Triple Union Super Sigma. 2 Planet M2. And 2 Planet Vegetas. So the main strategy that I'm using with this set 8 Beerus is obviously discarding yellow or red card from my hand to draw 2 cards. That's his active main ability. If you have 4 less life, you can choose up to 2 of your energies and switch them to active mode and flip them over. So right off the bat, we're going to obviously focus on his front side before we get to the back side, as our game plan. So the main thing you want to discard is King Vegeta and Great Ape Son Goku, Saiyan Instincts. For value, right? You're going to draw 2 cards for this card now for Beerus' effect, but they have certain uses in the graveyard. 1, King Vegeta and Vegeta, as you can see, is dual colored. So that's the use of it. It's dual color, so you definitely want at least 1 copy in the graveyard, 1 in your energy, at least, And the reason why you want it in the graveyard, because of it being dual color, being red and yellow, multicolored card, is that Beerus has an active battle ability that once per turn, active battle, that means your turn or your opponent's turn, during battle, on the combo phase area. Once per turn, choose 1 red or yellow multicolored card in your drop area and combo with it. So, your opponent attacks, they combo your leader while you're awakened, and then you can combo King Vegeta and Prince Vegeta from your drop area, which is 10k boost right there, so you'll be a 25k on your awakened side, and then you can combo, with hey, a super combo. You can go up to 35. Then let's say you get 0 cost 5k combo. So I said 35, so now you'd be 40. You'd be 40k off of that. As an example to defend yourself. So it works out. Now, when it comes to Great Ape Son Goku Saiyan Instincts, well, obviously it has a drop area ability, which active main, pay 2 of any color, send this card from your drop area to the warp, draw 2 cards. So right off the bat, sending this, since it's a yellow card, from your hand to the drop area by Beerus' front side ability, you'll draw 2 cards for Beerus. Then if you have 2 energies to pay for this effect, pay for it, warp it, draw 2 more cards. 4 cards off of, using the leader along with this card. Who doesn't like to draw 4 cards, right? 2 energies, simple combo to draw 4 cards. Something I like to do is, get myself to a point where I can awaken. And of course, I use this front side ability first by sending Great Ape Son Goku to the drop area, pay 2 energy to warp it, draw 2. So I already drew 2 from Beerus' effect. I'm drawing 2 from Great Ape Son Goku's ability, so that's 4 cards I just drew. Then I awaken, and I untap those 2 energies I use. So that way I have that 2 energies for something else. Preferably whatever, from the 4 cards I drew, whatever I play from there. I could be playing, E Supreme Kais, Destructive Champas, Digging Deep Vegeta, if I have 3 energies to play him. And of course, he has the ability to help me self-awaken by when he attacks. I choose up to 2 cards from my life, add it to my hand. And if I add 1 or more cards this way, I can switch him to active mode and he gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So he attacks for 15k. Ability, take 2 life. Stand him, he's 20k, so I can swing again for 20k. And of course I could always combo with a E Supreme Kai or a Destructive Champa in order to, do double strike. Another card for self-awakening is Intensifying Power Trunks, because when he attacks, you choose a card from your life, add it to your hand, and if you do so, this card is gain 10,000 power and critical for the duration of the turn. So if you have 15k with crit, you use Destructive Champa, we're hitting the Power E Supreme Kai, you make him a 25k double strike with crit or double crit, however way you want to call it, which is always good. However your opponent doesn't plus, right, doesn't benefit from you doing that. So that's what you're going to be doing mainly with his front side, is obviously trying to draw as much as possible, plus. The main thing you want to get is obviously Great Ape and King Vegeta, at least 1 into the drop area, but definitely all your Great Apes should constantly be discarded for the effect of Beerus, because you want to have them in the drop area to use them. Obviously, if you have 2 of these in the drop area, when you have 4 energies, you're able to awaken them. You can just pitch to draw. So that way you have the second, that way you have a second copy in the drop area. So now you have 2. You're drawing 2 for Beerus effect. Then tap 4, 2 energies, warp, draw 2 more. So now you have 4 cards. Pay 2 more, warp the second copy, draw 2 more. You can draw 6 cards in a single turn. 4 energies. So you get the idea. I originally had in this deck Trunks Power of Time, or no, Power Overseeing Time, but it was hard to get enough cards in the warp to play it, because most of the stuff I was discarding was mainly King Vegeta and Great Ape Son Goku were the most common things I discarded, so I didn't want to, warp them. Obviously I want this to stay in the drop area, and I want to use this own effect to warp to get pluses out of it. So I took it out. The idea was to try to recycle this Great Ape Goku after I already warped it, draw, and then if I have 4 cards in my drop area, then pay 2, play, power, Trunks Power Overseeing Time, and then add this back, which means I could discard it for Beerus' effect, draw 2 cards, and then when I do have, and if I have 2 energies left over, because let's say I have 4 energies, I use 2 for Trunks, but then I will have 2 energy left over that I can use for Great Ape Son Goku. So that was like an idea, but when I tested it out, it didn't add up right. Maybe it's more because of the way I play that it didn't add up right. So moving on, obviously because we have multicolor in there, obviously Champa the Trickster and Mach Speed Kaioken will cost 2. So that's good for people who like to reduce the cost of these cards, and of course they have really good effects. So those are some counterplays, so you can interrupt your opponent, be able to slow them down. My main focus, of course, in this deck is mainly King Vegeta and Great Ape Son Goku, along with my YUGIOH Bodyguard Electric, Destructive Hidden Power, Supreme Card, Destructive Champa, types of plays. Some Self-Awakening, the ability to attack more than once. Always good, especially when you're combining it with double striking abilities. Good. Obviously, a thing you can do is pay 3 energy to play this. Use this when you attack with him. Use his ability to take 2 life. Which hopefully brings you down to 4 life. And then during your combo phase area or your offense step, you can awaken your leader to untap 2 energies, and then play Destructive Champa, on this first attack. So that way you'll be 25k double strike, and then of course you'll stand, and then you will be 20k. You attack, and with the extra energy that you have, tap that one. So now you're all tapped out again, and play another Destructive Champa or Hidden Power, a Supreme Kai, and get 10k boost plus double strike. So you'll be 30k double strike on the second attack. So the first attack will be 25,000, and then double strike, and then on the second attack will be 30,000 double strike. That's pretty good. That's not even including if you use Planet M2 with that. I was trying to balance out, the ratios of how many Planet M2s, how many Planet Vegetas. So 2 so far was a good ratio. And I was able to tech in, Super Sigma. I was trying some other cards, but Super Sigma played out a little bit better. Because on turn 4, if I get that far, Super Sigma is a really good option. So 20k double strike, and it replaces itself. And the fact that it can weaken a battle card by 10,000 power is always good. And then you combine that with Planet M2, you can kill a 15k battle card. But the main thing is it's a 20k double strike, and then it replaces itself. So after it tries to do its thing, whether you win with it or your opponent negates his attack, it's like, alright, well, active main, send it to the warp. Send it to the drop area, draw 2. Your opponent negged, a negate, you plus, plus 1, 1 card to replace this card and 1 extra. So card advantage wise, you'll be ahead of you'll be up on your opponent. And then of course you can always use one of those cards, send it to the drop area if you haven't awakened Beerus yet, and draw 2 cards. But if you have, he does have effects other than the whole combo ability. There's another effect, which is his active main. Once per turn, pay 1 yellow, 1 red, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it, which is really good. Of course, if it's an ignoring barrier, it'll be really, really great, but it's good. I prefer it KOs, I prefer to warp. This is more my style, but KO, as opposed to say 3 costs or less KO or 4 costs or less, some of that. The fact that it just says KO, 1 red, 1 yellow, KO. Can't go wrong with that. So that can help you get rid of any type of threat. And it's the way he should be, because he is a freaking god of destruction. I always thought it was weird that they added a limit of what he could destroy. It's like, he's a freaking god of destruction. He should be able to KO anything. I understand you have to give him criteria, certain restrictions, certain criteria you gotta meet to get his power, to destroy anything or any battle card. It'd be cool if you could destroy anything, like even field cards. That would be nice to add, KO battle card or a field card. But anyway, I don't think there's anything else in here. Everything here is pretty simple, straightforward, right? Self-explanatory. You're gonna be using his front side the most. You definitely want to get to the awakened side, because you mainly want to take advantage of his secondary ability, which is really good defensively and offensively. Because on your turn, you'll become 25k by comboing a King Vegeta from your drop area in your attack. So you have your 25k, you know, and then you could throw in Planet M2 and, you know, increase your chance of dealing damage. As well as you can combo with, like, you know, Supreme Kai or Champa, and, you know, pretty much make sure that double strike goes through, unless your opponent negates them. You know, good for them to have the negate, but if they don't negate, oh, these damages are going through, right? But then you want to consider the fact that you can destroy anything. So as long as you pay 1 red, 1 yellow, which will be easy to do in this deck, and then you can just start popping things, maintain field control. You know what I mean? Like, you could summon Bodyguard Allergic and then use this effect, so that way you can get rid of your opponent's battle card, so that way they don't have the battle card, and, you know, Bodyguard Allergic can do his thing. And if your opponent wants to get rid of your Bodyguard Allergic, well, they're going to have to play something to get rid of it. But then your turn, you'll probably play another Bodyguard Allergic. You know what I mean? And then use the effect, since, you know, you're not using any energy to play the Allergic, it's free to charge. Then pop the battle card. It's just a way you can keep your opponents from slowly building up forces. Because I'll point out, if it isn't already clear, is that I tend to focus more on my opponent's life. So all my strategies is all about attacking the leader, and dealing damage every single turn until I win. That, you know, my opponent can slowly start building up their forces. So that's why an effect like this is really awesome, because it allows me to prevent them from, you know, having a attacker on the field, because since I don't focus on their battle card, I focus on their leader. They can slowly build up a little army, and every turn they can increase the amount of damage they can swing at me with. And, you know, you want to reduce the how many attacks you have to defend against. You don't want to make it where the reason your opponent won was because you allowed them to play attack 4 battle cards plus the leader, so that's 5 attack coming your way, and somehow the leader plus all of their battle cards got double strike and 10k power boost or something. Like, oh, I should have done something about those battle cards earlier. You know what I mean? You don't want to be in that type of scenario, so it's good to have something, especially a leader that inherently already has the ability to control your opponent's board. One, because since it's a leader, they can't just easily get rid of it. They can't be like, oh, I'll use this card effect. You know, I use this battle card to pop, you know, your leader, right? No, that's not a thing. So it's good that a leader has the destruction ability, because then you can take advantage of it. What I like about it is it's not a I have to attack type of thing. It's a energy based ability, so that's pretty useful. Because of the fact that you know, I might want to pop something first, especially like if it's a blocker or something, and then attack. I want to attack to try to trigger a destruction ability. Oh, another thing is, what if I already attack? What if I attack on my front side, then I awaken, and now I'm, you know, I'm tapped, so I'm in rest mode. If this was a attack based ability, then I wouldn't be able to use it. The fact that it's an active main, you pay a cost and stuff like that. That's what makes it awesome. Because even when I'm rested, I can still destroy. Got a destruction style. Again, like I said, not much really to explain here. Is relatively simple, straightforward. One last thing. I'll add that I'll edit that in. And this is the end of the video.